Hi, I'm Alan R. Welcome to Motor Matters, your favorite channel for everything motoring, specifically in South Africa. The latest, the greatest, the best and the newest. But before we get to the car we're featuring today, let's talk Change Cars. That is the website where you know you can find your next car with total peace of mind. And why I say that is Change Cars only list cars from franchised dealers, giving you security and peace of mind to know who you're dealing with. And while you're looking for your favorite car there, or you find the car you want, click on the button for Discover Insure, and you can even get your insurance at the same time. So just remember, changecars.co.za. A familiar badge that has just changed, but still on the old version, of course, Mahindra. It's not the new Twin Peaks yet, that'll come soon. But this is the crossover SUV in the range. We've featured it on Motor Matters before. It's the XUV300. It was facelifted and updated during last year, and you can see they've got the daytime running lights now. You've got the bold grille, and you've got the, of course, skid plate effect down at the front to tell you it's a crossover SUV. It is compact, obviously, but it's a good sized vehicle. You'll see what I mean as we go around. Of course, as you would expect, the cladding around the wheel arches and down the bottom of the doors, etc. Again, telling you what this is. Very good looking 17-inch mag wheels on here, so you can expect features like that as you go along. This is the top spec W8 model, so you do get features like keyless entry and keyless start, so you can just press to lock if you want, press to unlock and open. All those things work as you would expect on a top spec model, and you do get the black roof racks on here as well. Pop open the back door over here, and maybe I should jump into the back seat for you just to show you the space factor over here. Now, as always, the driver's seat is set for me. Look at the space over here. The legroom is really exceptional, I'd actually say. I can stretch out very comfortably, and more than enough space, headroom for me with my hat on, and the nice grey leather trim that you get now on the model. Maybe if I have to be picky and say something that's lacking, no USBs for the back seat. The kiddies won't be happy with that feature, but we'll make a plan, I'm sure. I'm sure you can do something there, so I wouldn't worry all that much. Interesting treatment of the C-pillar over here with this gloss black, but it makes it flow very nicely. And you come around to the rear, where of course you see the tail lights and angling into the tailgate. The back view again, the skid plate, which is what you expect on any vehicle of this type. And you do get a very good rear camera system as well on top models. Pop open the boot. Not the largest boot in the category, I'll tell you that much. And a fairly high loading lip, but drop the seats 2/3, 1/3, and you'll fit in everything you need if you haven't got too many passengers. And a bit of an awkward board over here, but I can tell you, you have got a full-sized spare wheel underneath there. It's hiding, I can't quite get to it, but it is a full size, and thank you for that, Mahindra, I do appreciate. You've got the high-level brake light, of course, with the little spoiler effect on the top. These all features just to make it look that little bit sportier and a little bit neater overall. Well, this fits into your crossover SUV category, as I've said. You know the Mahindra reputation. They're rough, they're tough, they're strong. This one is powered by the diesel engine. You do get a 1.2 litre petrol option. This is a 1.5 turbo diesel, 86 kilowatts, and a nice big 300 Newton meters of torque. Now that's pretty good, and let me tell you, it does pull nicely on the road. Whether you're on a freeway or around suburbia, 6-speed manual gearbox as well, very light, very easy to operate, but no auto option. Well, those are the choices you can make. Let's take a look inside, let's see it on the road, and you'll see for yourself. Being a diesel, and understand that the engine is a very cold right now because it's a chilly, high-felt morning. Yes, you can hear the engine a little bit, especially at lower revs. And as I say, while we're just cruising around, but cruising around the neighborhood, there's a little vibration coming from somewhere. But overall, I can tell you on a freeway, it's smooth, it's quiet, it's comfortable, it's light. It's all these things that you expect and you want. The 6-speed manual gearbox, very light, very easy, very smooth to operate. I've had absolutely no problem with that. But Mahindra, last time I spoke to you guys, where's the auto version of this car? It just would really appeal to such a much wider market if you just put that in. I know that Mahindra South Africa said to me that there wasn't a suitable auto available in India last time we spoke, but I'm sure something can be done because that would just widen the appeal of this car so much. But it really fits the role of a crossover SUV in every respect whatsoever. And if you look at it, you take a look now down over here, the upgrade that they launched during 2022 with a much bigger central screen on W8 top spec. It's got built-in navigation. It works very well with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. So it's got all the mod cons you want, all the modern features you want. An unusual feature is the fact that your trip meter, and to adjust, you don't do it on the steering wheel, you actually press little buttons over there to adjust to set your trip meter. I'll show that to you just now. But just unusual, but so what? It's ergonomics, it's not serious. The 6-speed gearbox is light, it's easy. You've got 2 USBs right in front of us over here. You've got all the features you want. And what is nice is on W8 spec, whether you take petrol or diesel, you get 7 airbags. Now that's really, to me, a good spec level, isn't it? We're doing our little turnaround here, and are we going to make it? We just do. Not quite as close as usual, but it certainly is not a problem at all. And you just overlook, and we'll stop over here. Let's have a look at a few little features on the car right now. And can we swing the camera over to the dashboard quickly, because I'll show you a few things over here now quickly. And you'll see you've got comprehensive instrumentation, everything you need. We've done 378 kilometers on this test so far, and now I'll press that button, as I said, on the center over there, and I'll show you, for example, still 192 kilometers left in the tank, and I hope it shows me what I'm looking for. Of course I missed it, but I can tell you now, there you go, 17.3 kilometers to the liter. That's been my average, which tells me that this car will run at around the 6 liters per 100 very easily, very comfortably. In fact, I think I did a calculation, it was about 5.8 to tell you the figure that I've been achieving with the car. And that's overall over that period, that 380 kilometers that I've done. So I've got no complaint about that whatsoever. One other thing just to show you over here, and this is for 2 reasons I'm going to show you. One of the points on the XUV300 that people commented on the previous, before the facelift, was the cream interior, the light color, which most people said wasn't practical. Now strange, this one little panel over here to the right of the steering wheel still has the cream color. I don't know why they left that, but this button here is a button I can guarantee you're going to want to activate every time you get in this car. It's the stop start. Well, that's to deactivate the stop start, and quite honestly, that's one feature that I really can't get around on this particular car, and I switched off every time I start the engine. Just me, you can make your own choices, but I just haven't found that my favorite feature on the car. What you also get on this car, I mentioned 7 airbags, which I think is great, is you've got auto on headlights as well at this level, which I think is quite a good feature. And you even get a standard sunroof on W8. Not a panoramic roof, but a sunroof. So there you go with that as well. The darker interior looks really nice. This grey color on W8 again, leather trim, whether it's genuine leather or artificial leather, who cares? I don't think that's the point, but you get all of this included, and that's really good features on a car of this type. You'll see the space. You've got your traditional old-fashioned handbrake, and if I've really got to find another picky point I'm going to mention to you, is this area over here is not big enough for your cell phone. I'm really being picky, I know, but something I just wish, and it's not only this car or only Mahindra, but so many cars lately I've found don't have a nice spot for your phone. It just would be nice to have one. But overall, of course, the biggest thing on this car is the price. Mahindra pricing, we all know they've really got it right. 364,900 for this top of the range model. You can get into the lower spec W6 diesel for 307,000, and you can get into the petrol models even cheaper than that, depending on what spec level you want. So for the size car, for the crossover SUV, they really are at the competitive edge of the market, and competitive edge price-wise, and you still get a 5-year, 90,000 kilometer service plan thrown into the package. How's that? Well, if this is the market you're looking at, if this is the category you're looking for, put this on your shortlists, remembering that you are looking at a manual option only, and that's about the only thing I can say there. But really worth the look, that's for sure. For Motor Matters, I'm Eleanor. I'll see you next time.